Hello everyone, welcome to Joe's Maths channel. In this video, we are going to see for CBSE Board Grade 12 Standard Maths, Chapter number 5, Continuity and Differentiability. Already in the previous videos, I have explained the solution of example 1 to example 12. And now in this video, we are going to see the solution for example 13. So what is given question? Discuss the continuity of the function f given by. So here one function is given. So they're asking us to discuss the continuity, whether function is continuous or not, that we need to discuss. So what is the given f of x? So this first function we have to use if x is greater than or equal to 0. If x takes the value greater than 0 or equal to 0, we need to use the first function. If x is less than 0, we need to use the second function. Given f of x equal to x, the first function we have to use if x is greater than or equal to 0. And second function is x square. This function we need to use x is less than 0. Okay, and here if you have noticed, for f of x we don't have single function. So two different functions we have. One is f of x equal to x, other one f of x equal to x square. Since we are using the two different functions under the different categories, what we need to do is throughout the real line we are not testing with the single function. So two different functions. So using this if condition as a keyword, okay, if condition as a keyword at x equal to 0, we are going to break the real line. Okay, so when we break the real line, so it's coming like a two parts, right? So individually in each part, see at x equal to 0, okay, in domain we have 0 also, at which point we are breaking. So at that point how the function, okay, at x equal to 0, function is continuous or not, that is case 1. That testing we need to do, continuous or not. And in case 2, if x is less than 0 in this particular portion, okay, in this particular portion, whether function is continuous or not, that under the case 2 we are going to check it. Okay, so what is that? Case 2 if x is less than 0. And in case 3, in this portion we are going to check. Okay, in case 3, if x is greater than 0. Okay, whether function is continuous or not. So we are going to have a 3 different cases because we are not using the single function throughout the real line. Since we are using the different function under the different categories, as a parts only we can able to test the continuity. Okay, first case 1. Case 1 where we are going to check at x equal to 0, right? So if x is 0, when we say a function is continuous, what are the things we need for the continuity? So main, what is the exact value function will take when x equal to 0? That we need to take it, that we need to find. And next one, the close values of the 0 in the left hand side and close values of the 0 in the right hand side approximately equal to f of 0 or not, we need to test it. And close values of the 0, we have infinite count here, so we are going to take the help of the limit. Okay, so left hand limit also is required and right hand side limit also required. So these three things are required to check the continuity. Okay, at x equal to 0, function is continuous or not. So these three things is required. So after finding, we are going to check whether f of 0 value, left hand limit value and right hand limit value, everything coincide or not. If the values are coincide, then we can say at x equal to 0, function is continuous. Okay, first f of 0 we will find out. When x takes the exactly 0, which function we need to take on? First function. F of x equal to x, then f of 0 will be 0. Next, left hand limit. Left hand side, limit x is approaching towards the 0. So from left side it's approaching, right? So to represent the left side, I'll put minus sign here. It's not meant for the negative numbers. It's approaching from the left side. So f of x. So left side close values of 0, it's smaller than 0. If it is smaller than 0, which function we need to take? Second function. Then replacing f of x with the second function. If we replace f of x with the second function x square, then applying the limit 0 square is 0. So left hand limit is what? 0 we are getting. Next, right hand side limit. limit x is approaching to the 0 from right side f of x. Right side close values of 0, it will be greater than 0. See, approximately it's 0 only. So even if you take 0 0.1, 0 0.11, so like that, when we approximately, when we round it, we are getting 0. But anyway, it is greater than 0, right? If it is greater than 0, suitable function is first one. So now applying the first function over there, replacing x and then applying the limit 0. So now here left hand side limit, right hand side limit value is same and f of 0 value also same. So here f of 0 value, left hand limit and right hand limits are coincide. So f of x is continuous. F of x is continuous if x equal to 0. Okay, at x equal to 0, function is continuous. Okay, so now in this portion, we tested the continuity. At x equal to 0, function is continuous. Next, we are going to check if x is less than 0, how the function is. So that in case 2, we are going to check it. Now in case 2, what is the condition we are going to take? If x is less than 0. If x is less than 0 for this particular portion, right? From between 0 to, okay, between 0 to minus infinite, we have infinite real numbers in this particular portion. So one by one, we can't able to check, right? See, for sample, for minus 1, minus 2. Okay, so between minus 1, minus 2 itself, we have infinite real numbers. Then imagine the integers itself, infinite count. Between one integer to other integer also, we have infinite real numbers we have. Then testing how it can be done. So what we are going to do is, we are going to have a general name. Okay, let C be, let small c be any real number. Okay, to represent all the real numbers which is less than 0, we have a common name now. Let C be any real number. At the same time, C should be less than 0. Now at x, if x takes exactly 0, what and all we check? The same thing we are going to test it here. F of C value, left hand limit, right hand limit, same thing. So first f of C. What is the condition of C? C should be less than 0. If it is less than 0, which function we need to use? Second function. Okay, second function we need to use. F of x equal to x square, then f of C will be C square. F of C will be C square. Where actually the C lies? C lies in this particular portion, right? C lies somewhere here. For just for explaining, I will name it like a minus 4. See, for minus 4, when x takes the exactly minus 4, that value also required. And close values of the minus 4 in left side, right hand side we will find, right? Okay, so see here the close values of the minus 4 in left hand side. Okay, left hand side also it will be less than 0. And right hand side also very close. I am not talking about the values which lies in the right side. I am talking about the right side close values of the minus 4. Okay, even when we round it approximately, we have to get the minus 4. Such type of close values, it will be less than 0 only. So for left hand limit and right hand side, both the values of the minus 4 is smaller than 0. So for left hand limit, right hand limit, we are going to use the same function only. So same second function only we are going to use. So now left hand limit x is approaching to the C from the left side f of x. So left side close values of the C is less than 0 only. So we need to replace f of x with the x square. Now applying the limit. So C square. Similarly, okay, so same way we are going to do for the finding the right hand side limit. So now limit x is approaching towards the C f of x. So what is the suitable f of x? Right side close values of C are not greater than 0. That is also less than 0. F of x is x square. Now applying the limit C square. Now here f of C value, left hand limit and right hand side limit, everything coincide. So f of x is continuous. Where it's continuous? If x is less than 0. So continuous if x is less than 0. Okay. So since two different functions as a parts we are finding the continuity. So now in this portion for all the real numbers which is less than 0 also function is continuous. Now only for this we need to find out. Okay. So only for if case 3, if x is greater than 0, For that alone, we need to check now. Last case. So now case 3. If x is greater than 0. If x is greater than 0. See, if x is greater than 0 means the c will lies. Okay, so sorry, infinite values we have, right? So as usual for case 2, what we done? Common name we had, right? So to represent all the infinite value which lies between 0 to infinite, so we have a common name, right? So same way, let's see be the any real number. Okay, let's see be the any real number. At the same time, c should be greater than 0. Okay, so now for the c lies between 0 to infinite, right? C over here. Now close values, okay, f of c value and close values of the c, approximately what value we will get? In a left hand side, right hand side, we need to find out close values of the c, infinite count we have, and right side also close values of the c, infinite count we have. So limit we are going to substitute, okay, for finding the close values alone. When it comes only for testing exactly one value, directly in the function we can substitute. But when it comes to the more in number, we are applying the limit. Okay. So now first f of c value. What is the condition of c? C should be greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, which one is suitable? First function. So f of x equal to x. Then f of c will be c. Next, left hand limit. Limit x is approaching to the c. See, left hand side close. Suppose if it is 3, number 3, left hand side close values of the 3, 2.99, 2.998. So such type of close values only we need to take. The close values also it is greater than 0 only, right? And even right side also greater than 0. For left hand limit, right hand limit, we are going to use the same function only here. So f of x, which function is suitable? First function, right? Limit x is approaching to the c. What is the first function here? That is x. So we need to replace with the x. In place of f of x, replacing x. Then applying the limit, it's a c. Now right hand side limit. Limit x is approaching to the c from right side f of x. So even right side close values are greater than 0. So suitable function is first one. Now applying the limit c. Now f of c value, left hand limit value, right hand limit value coincide. So f of x is continuous. F of x is continuous if x is greater than 0. Okay, so now all three conditions we done. So now final conclusion we need to write. So through our real line we broke into the 3. At x equal to 0, function continuous. If x is less than 0 also function continuous. If x is greater than 0 also function is continuous. So what we can conclude in the final? So function is continuous at every point. Okay, function is continuous for all the real numbers. For throughout its domain, function is continuous. From above cases, function that is f of x is continuous for all real numbers, are continuous at every point in its domain, continuous at every point in its domain. Okay, so that's all the solution of this one. And here, see, for finding the left hand limit, right hand limit, no. See, in place of f of x and f of x, we applied the same function. So when we are using the same function, it's not compulsory left hand limit, right hand limit that we need to work out separate. It's not compulsory. But if you notice in case 1, no. Okay, in a case 1, for left hand limit, we used f of x as a x square. And for right hand limit, we use the f of x as a x. So when the functions are different, it's must that we need to work out left hand limit, right hand limit separately. But when function is same, okay, so even for case 2 and for case 3, f of x is same only here. Left hand limit, right hand limit, we applied the same function. So in that case, left hand limit, right hand limit is not compulsory. Only if it is different functions, then it's compulsory. So in this case, it's not compulsory. So instead of finding left hand limit, right hand limit separately, we can find out together. So now limit x is approaching to the c, f of x. So left hand side close value, right hand side close value, it is less than 0 only. So applying f of x is what? X square. Now applying the limit c square. So then we can write f of c value, limit x is approaching to the c, f of x value same. So f of x is continuous if x is less than 0. Okay. So thanks for watching and please do subscribe. Thank you.